Okay, we're live. We are going to try the Kinetic Blast Whisper. Kinetic Blast of clustering. It's crazy. It takes a mirror wand that I already have. Like, I have a shittier version of it, but I will craft one as soon as I farm some more. Using the recombinator and feeder wands and all that jazz. All that cool stuff. Just like the cool kids do, crafting mirror items. Because ultimately, nothing is really that difficult to craft in this game if you have the currency and the time. Yes, there are more complex crafts that you can do, but they all have steps, right? It's just, do you have the currency to take the steps? That's all crafting is in this game. And it's what I learned, like, when I first got into it, I was like, damn, dude, this shit's so complicated, but it's really not. You just, like, you can tell what's going to roll on the item based on the influence, and there are certain ways to force certain modifiers to roll, bottom line. And so you just use those tools, and you force certain things to roll, like with meta mods and influence crafting, like harvest crafting, all that stuff, dude. The beast, you can imprint shit, so if you fuck it up the first time, you can just imprint it back onto the magic item. It's a bunch of shit you can do. It's cool because you basically have unlimited tools to craft whatever item you want, which is fucking awesome. Trying to bankrupt Tesla. It's so dumb, dude. It's funny because a lot of states' pension funds have money in Tesla. And the politicians are like pushing to destroy it, I guess. That's why I hate fucking politics, dude. Everybody's a liar. They're all just fucking scumbags. All politicians suck. They're just there. Their sole purpose is to just steal from us. That's all that politicians do. No matter if they're Republican, Democrat, it does not matter. Their sole purpose in life is just to steal from us. And it's gone on for way too fucking long. The fact that there are billionaires in this country that do not pay taxes, but if you make 100 grand and don't file your taxes for 2 years, the IRS will straight up ruin your fucking life over like 20 grand. That is insane. I got a good wand. But I need to, we definitely need to get leveled here. We're 41. It'll go quick. Ooh, got hit with the balls, dude. Balls straight to the face. I can't believe how high the level requirement is on the Squire shield. I could have sworn that shit was like level 50 something. Now it's 70, I guess? I gotta get an Indigon too. I'm really, really surprised that one hasn't dropped for me already. However, I have gotten like 6 or 7 Veil Orbs from Katarina. It's good little passive income just to run Betrayal like that, because she does have some really good drops that are worth a lot of money. So every, like, I don't know, I think you can max out a Betrayal in like 20 maps, maybe a little bit less. You can get a Master Safe House, I think it's 20 maps. If you have all the nodes that give extra experience and stuff. Maybe less, actually. You get some mana leech going on, dude. I'm gonna have to respec this whole tree. But for some reason I don't think that the mana leech works for Bama. I don't know why I don't know this already. I should. It's like my favorite build, but I could have sworn it did. And then when I tried to spec into the mana leech, it didn't work. Could just do artillery ballista instead. This wand's pretty good though. As long as it has the crit chance and then the faster attacks and increased critical strikes is all that matters. Oh, damn, dude. It doesn't even have it's using fractal thoughts. Oh, and a headhunter. I wonder how much headhunters are going for right now. Shit, dude. It's only going for 5 divine. Holy shit, those things are fucking cheap. Why are headhunters so cheap now? What's going on with that? What up with that, huh? Dude, at any time during any league, these things are like multiple divines. Like 30. Why are they so cheap this league? Maybe these people are trying to like price fix it. Oh yeah, dude, did this dude like dupe a bunch of them or something? Why does this guy have 17 headhunters listed? Wow, I'm surprised that thing actually sold, huh? That's crazy. Cool. This will be my my one super squishy build that I make that just does a fuck ton of damage. More levels. This shit'll get online pretty fairly fast. Dude, this skill is so busted to go through the campaign with. You just shoot and run, and it just fucking drops everything. It's pretty awesome. I will have to get some sort of defenses at some point, though, I'm assuming. Probably an Act 6. I could just like run Purity of Elements though. But I could just fix this mana shit real quick. I wonder if I slap Mana Leech in there, if that would fix it. I wonder if Mana Leech is supported by Mirror. Because it does count as a minion skill, so I don't know, but it also counts as attack skill, so... Which is why it doesn't make any sense that the leeching with attack damage doesn't work, but we'll see. Normally I just fix it with non-channeling skills, cost less mana, or reduce mana cost for skills. They do count as minions, but like, I don't know, dude, because they get your power charges too, so... I don't know, it's weird. It's a strange skill. They also get any kind of like modifiers you get, like if I slap that Headhunter on, I think that they will become whatever the Headhunter gives me too. Gotta watch the one cinematic. There it is. That was it. Beautiful PoE1 cinematic. Let's see if it does. I'm curious about this. Oh, it does work. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so we could take off. I guess we could take off consecrated effort. Or no, we'll take off concentrated effort. Definitely want faster attacks on there still. What else do we want, dude? While we're here, we might as well do something. I should just get a blink arrow just for now. Just to kind of blast through, because it'll make the movement a lot faster if I do that. I could set it up on my gloves and give it Guardian Blessing too. Why is this dude selling? I don't understand some of these. Oh, whoops. Wrong hideout, huh? Fuck, dude. I can't type for some reason. What's going on with me tonight? I forgot how to type. We could do Guardian Blessing support. And then just do Malevolence, I guess. All right. I guess we could do Toxic Rain of Withering too, just to make it a little bit faster. Oh, we can use Mirage Archer too. That's right. I forgot about that. All right, cool. Back to the chamber. Why is that not proccing now? That's so fucking weird. Oh, it's good. It's, that's why. That would help if I put in my Mana Forged Arrow Gem, huh? I was like, damn, what's wrong? Why isn't it proccing? I mean, it's honestly like I don't really need it to do that much damage. Like, it's fine the way it is. To be honest with you, I could just 4-link this and run through the entire campaign with no other skills. But it's better to, if I can make it smoother, I'm going to make it smoother. I mean, there's no reason to needlessly suffer. I should have qualityed it up too to get me my I like how the Guardian's Blessing too, like, stays with the blink arrow, so you can just keep casting it and you be fine. Like, you can just keep moving, you don't have to keep casting Malevolence. Alright, we'll go up this way. Yo, what up, Juicy? How you doing? We almost got this going on. Yeah, I'm pretty far now. Yeah, I cheated though. I played earlier today while I was working. I did one act while I was working today. Yeah, it's Bama. Bama's like crazy. It's a crazy build to go through the campaign with. I'm about to switch over though to Kinetic Blast. See what happens. I have a really good wand. I've been able to get Bama stars so now. Oh, Cobra Lash is good for leveling for sure. Yeah, Cobra Lash was like very good leveling spell. I'm gonna switch over to Kinetic Blast here in a second. Like I don't know, level 60 I think. Let me see what level my wand's at. Yeah, level 60. I have this wand for it, so it's but I also need this shield too to really make it go. This shield right here. Because what this shield does is it allows you to link your main hand, so you can have one-handed weapon, and it's a 6-link combined. So it's pretty cool. So I need that, and then all that together, it would end up being like a 9-link. Which makes it super powerful. Let's see what I'm at now. I'm gonna get rid of this real quick and put this on, see how this goes. Yeah, it's a shaper influenced. See the emblems at the top? It looks like a little star, a red star at the top on the right of the item. So you can tell it's influenced. You hit Alt right here, and it'll show you. See how it says suffix modifier of shaping? That's how you can tell it's a shaper modified, shaper influenced item. There's a way to get it to 5 or 4 support. I think it's 4 support or 5 supports. Let me see here. Yeah, 4 supports. It's like a mirror crafted item, so like I'm gonna need I need a lot more. The wand also has socketed spell supports too. Yeah. So it has this plus the wand plus that shield. So it'll be 9 links total. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's the go-to, especially if you're running like a righteous fire build, or like there's a bunch of different reasons why you would do that, or like I forget the other builds, but there's a lot of them that do that. Yeah, so it's just an influence, Shaper's influence, or Elder influence. There's a bunch of them that have the supported gems in them, and then there's like a really cool way where you can craft them to where there's like 4 supports plus all the modifiers. Like you use the beast crafts to do it, the bestiary. That is a bunch of cool options in the bestiary. So influence and fractures are different. Yeah, influence. So a fractured affix is a grayed out affix on the item that does not change no matter what you do to it. So you could scour it, regal it, chaos orb, and that fractured affix will never change. That's what a fractured is. But an influence is just it creates an additional pool of modifiers that can roll on the item. If you look at Craft of Exile, there's a section on it right there. It'll show you. Craft of Exile is a really good site. Yeah. That's the Anarchic Spirit Blade. That thing is worth like 5 mirrors probably, or 2 mirrors or something crazy. That is one expensive item. I had one last 2 leagues ago, or last league. Or maybe it was Settlers. Dude, it's been so long since we got a new league. It was probably Settlers. I had a Flicker Strike Slayer that was using that. Pretty badass. Yeah, you use it using the recombinators. You can craft that one. It's pretty cool. You got to be real dedicated to Flicker Strike though, and Flicker Strike is like, it's just one of those builds where if you go the wrong way, you're gonna die. If you flicker into the wrong group of enemies, you're dead. There's no avoiding it. I have yet to see like a super tanky Flicker Strike build. This way, I guess. Yeah, so like the recombinator, it's kind of complicated, but kind of not at the same time. Like it just like it goes off of how many affixes you have on the item, and then it gives a percentage of what it'll take. Each category of affixes is put into its own pool, and depending on how many affixes there are in that pool determines the percentage of which ones are going to roll. So for instance, if it has like 2 suffixes and 1 prefix on both items, there's like a 33% chance you'll get 2 of the suffixes or the prefixes that you want. If that makes any sense. And then there's like a 66% chance you're gonna get whatever, you know, the wrong combination that you want. I don't know if I'm explaining it right. Yeah, it is kind of complicated, but once you see the graph or the breakdown of it, it makes sense. Yeah, go to if you look up recombination guide on Reddit, it'll be like the first thing that pops up. If you just put in recombination or recombinator guide path of exile, it'll be like the first thing that pops up. It's like a comprehensive guide on how it works. It's a very, very cool mechanic. It allows you just to create all this busted stuff. Oh shit. Yeah, that's a, I do that every time. Every time I go play a different build, start a new one, I always forget. Sometimes I won't change my mana flask out for like ever too. I'll have the same mana flask for like 5 acts. Damn, I don't think this mana leech is working. I had a feeling it wasn't going to work for Mirror Arrow, but it said it would. Yeah, for sure. That's like a game changer. Once you can get some leech going on, oh, you get some faster attacks going on that Cobra Lash. Oh yeah. I need a better quiver. Now that I'm 49 now, I should be able to get a better one. The quiver I have kind of sucks right now. Low level. Yeah, they're not. You have to find them all over again. They're not like account bound like that. Unfortunately, it's the one pain in the ass. Because you gotta do all the reveals with betrayal and stuff. It's kind of a pain, but it is what it is. I wish they made it to where you only had to find them once. In fact, let me see if I can find a better quiver real quick. Adds lightning damage to attacks, damage with bow skills. Requirement 49. There we go. That's a good one. That should make it a lot easier. What? Let's just put this for. Does it have an open? No, it doesn't. Okay. There we go. Much better. Yeah, that flat damage is money when you have the Widow Hill. Yeah, when I first started, I changed a lot. I still change builds a lot. But I was like trying to figure out, like, I'm trying to remember how it went. So like, the way I am, and I've always been like this, I've been like this since I very first started playing video games, like with RPGs especially, when I start a character, I get to the end and I'm like the slog of getting the max level. I'm like, man, I want to just start a new character, you know? But in the very beginning, it took me a while to find a build I was comfortable with, and the very first build that I found that I was very comfortable with was Penance brand of Dissipation, Penance brand Guardian. And then that one, I got all my Void Stones. I got, that was an Affliction league. And I got my Void Stones, and yeah. Was able to complete all objectives. It did a ton of damage. It was really, really tanky too. It was a good build. I still have that character. But then they ended up nerfing Penance brand, so it wasn't as good. But I mean, it's still, you can still make it work. It's just not as powerful as it was before. I mean, I was doing like 200 million damage or something with that build. It was crazy. And then, because I tried like Ice Shot, I tried an Ice Shot Deadeye, and that build was like okay, it was just really squishy. I was dying a lot. Then I tried, what else did I try next? I'm trying to remember, it's been a while. But I tried a few builds before I landed on Penance brand. I know I tried Ice Shot Deadeye, and then but this is also like right when I first started, so I didn't understand a lot of the interactions, right? Like I would look at people's POBs and I would be trying to like just copy it one to one, and I wasn't understanding what a lot of the interactions were, and I couldn't trade for the exact item that they had every time. So I was like confused with some of the, like what, if there was one thing that made the build work, I would miss out on it and I'd be like, this build doesn't even work. So it took me a little while to learn it. But now I can look at the build and be like, oh, okay, I see this does this, and this is why this is set up this way, and you know, that kind of thing. There's a lot of builds that have like little nuances in them. Like for instance, just to give you an example, like this Penance or this Bama build, one version of it uses Blink Arrow, and instead of putting it with the 6th link here, it uses Guardian's Blessing set up with Malevolence, which allows you, when you have your Blink out, you can put the aura on, because it uses Guardian Blessing support. And yeah, it just took me a while before I could figure stuff out like that. That's the beautiful thing about this game, though, is the amount of nuance that it has, especially in build creation. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's got to go through it. Just the way it is. Hell yeah, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Oh, hell yeah. Right on. Cool. But I'm glad, I hope it helped you. You can just print money like that. A lot of people don't know. Yeah, do you see the ascendancies is like, some of them are a real nuance, you know what I mean? Like they'll only work for very specific things, so You'll get it though once you start making more builds. You just got to experiment, find what you like. Yeah, the cluster crafting, I mean, that's basically how I make all my money. There's another one you can do too with like looking at the meta armor and just adding the, you can buy like fractured, like warlock gloves or conjurer gloves, and you can just add the eldritch implicits on there and then just resell them. It's kind of crazy actually. So you just buy the item fractured, you make it rare, and then you just add the Eldritch implicit, whatever it goes with. It's like a melee, you put the non-veil skills, strike, additional enemies, etc. And then you just resell it for like 5 times as much as you bought it for. I'll make a video about it. It's actually pretty fascinating that you can do that. Because people just list this stuff for just like 20 chaos, and you can buy it and then turn it into like 5 divines pretty quickly. Oh, right on. Yeah, there's like a bunch of little tricks like that, you know? That you can just like buy things for just like a few chaos here and there, and then just turn it into like multiple divines with like a very, very small amount of investment. It's usually what I do. I mean, like, yeah, I'm like a big farmer, and like I play a lot of like Heist and Sanctum and stuff, and I do all that, but I mean the majority of my money just comes from crafting that stuff. Sometimes I'll get like a crazy drop, like the other night I got a Forbidden Flesh jewel that was worth like 400 divines. That was pretty badass. I bought me a Mage Blood with it. It's pretty cool. But for the most part, I can just sit and just make money off the cluster jewels. Or buying like gloves and boots and adding the Eldritch implicits. Yeah, it was a lot. It was one of the best drops I've ever had in the game. It was crazy too, because normally I just sell my my Screaming Invitations and stuff, and Writhing Invitations. I usually just sell them, but I decided to run it. It was the first Eater of Worlds I ran too. Crazy. we got 9 more levels to go and we can switch out. What I did was I needed a jewel with my zenith. I crafted, bought 4 and sold 2. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Work smarter, not harder. I have like no resistance. I'm just trying to get to that respec. Yeah, like I don't know if you caught it, but at the end of the video, I linked a playlist of my crafting videos, and yeah, you can check them out, man. I try to take you just from the very, very, very basics of them to like a little bit more complex stuff. Hopefully you can get like if you watch them, they're short too. They're not like, I don't go on these like 35-minute diatribes like a lot of PoE videos do, but I just try to give it to you like real concise, I chop up any dead space in the video, so it's like pretty quick. They're all under like 10 minutes. Hopefully after you're done watching, like I think there's like 5 of them, and after you're done with them, you should have a pretty like good understanding of the crafting process and like why you use certain. Yeah, for sure, man. It's cool. You'll like them. I put a lot of effort into them just because a lot of the PoE videos I was watching, people just talk like right over your head, so I was trying to make it more like digestible. Yeah, because crafting is where it's at, man. That's what makes this game so beautiful. You can essentially just like make any item that you want as long as you got the currency and the time. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mentioned it briefly in that one, just as like some basic profit crafting you can do. But there's a way you can go like more in depth with it, like what you can target and stuff. And then the other one too is crafting flasks. Flask crafting for mage bloods, like a little later in the league. That's not something you do in the beginning of the league, but more later on once people have mage bloods. That's a really good way to make money too. Because all it takes is like alterations and enkindling orbs. I mean, you don't even need to enkindle them. You can just alteration them. You buy like 5,000 alteration orbs for pretty cheap, and then you just get to crafting like quicksilver flasks, bismuth, jade, granite flasks, that kind of thing. And all you really, it's pretty simple. All you really need to do is just get like a tier 1 of the matching modifiers. So if it's like a bismuth, you would just get additional elemental resistances during effect. And if it's a granite, you would get increased armor during effect, and so on and so forth. And you could sell those for multiple divine too. And you could buy them for super, super cheap. And you could buy like a bismuth flask for like 1 chaos. That's if you don't have a bunch already, because you get them from the quests. There's a bunch of little tricks like that. You just sort of sit there and make money in your hideout. Yeah, see, farming raw divines, farming raw divines, you're never gonna make anything. Like, you see all these people that make like 15 divines an hour, you know, 10 divines an hour, whatever it is. They're never just getting raw divine drops. Just so you know. If you're just relying on raw divines, you're never gonna make that much. Like, if you run Sanctum, which I feel like is probably the best way to guarantee divine drops, you will only get like 3 to 4. You know, if that's a good Sanctum, like a really good one, you get like 4. That's probably the best way to like farm raw divines. But all the other ones, like, you're farming like scarabs and selling those and that kind of thing. If you look at like, there's a website called Wealthy Exile. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's free and you sign up and it looks at your stash and it refreshes every so often and it'll actually tell you how much you're making per hour as far as currency. It's pretty dope. So if you ever want to get an idea of like a strategy that you're using, like how much you're actually making, it's a really good website to check out. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It tells you like what you're really sitting on, and then it breaks it all down for you, which is really badass. Because sometimes like I'm on like divination card farming, I don't want to go back and look at all the divination cards that I picked up. It's a pain in the ass. That website like breaks, you can sort by which one is worth the most. It's pretty badass. Because I'm like, holy shit, dude, I didn't know I had that many, you know, of whatever card. And then you're like, cool, I can go sell that. And then you use the currency exchange and just cash out. It's cool that there's so many like community built tools like that are like free. It's pretty awesome. It just goes to show you how cool this game is, you know? Yeah, some of them for sure. That's why I like running the Defiled Cathedral, because it's just a loop. Or the Fields map. A lot of people like running the beach map too. It's just like one little corridor you go up and then you're at the end. Nothing compared to PoE 2 though. PoE 2 take you fucking 45 minutes to get across one map. Act 3 is a son of a bitch. We find out all the big announcements for PoE 2 next week. Should be big. Oh, I thought I was talking about PoE 2. Yeah, but no, Act 3 and this one's a little bit long too. I think Act 3 is probably the longest one, or one of them. I think they get progressively longer all the way up until you get to like Act 6, and then once you get to Act 6, they start to shorten a little bit. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, it's annoying because then you don't level as fast either. So you're like, you just gotta kind of push through it, you know. Yeah, but you're still learning, so it's good, you know. Just take your time. There's no rush. You're not racing. So. Take your time, explore, figure it out, you know. Yeah. Yeah, that's the goal. You definitely want to do that sooner than later. I've gotten down to the point where I can get through the campaign. If I have like Twink gear on, I can get through the campaign in like 4 hours, 4.5 hours, 5 hours. But a lot of the time, like, I'm working, so I just like, I'll just be sitting in my hideout just doing trades and stuff, so it's hard to judge how long it takes me sometimes. Fight as many of the bosses for the first time. I would pick Hex Blast, to be honest with you, Unknown. Yeah, it's Hex Blast is probably my favorite bossing build. It's kind of an all-arounder, does pretty much everything, but it's really, really good at bossing. I made a video about the Bog Shaman one, the Life Stacker. You can get by with pretty minimal investment on it if you want, and it'll still do the bosses just fine. You could do like Ubers with it and stuff too. Yeah, it'll definitely do all the bosses just fine, and it's very, very tanky. Once you get like that Dissolution of Flesh jewel in there, there's a bunch of different. If you go on PoE Ninja though, there's a bunch of different Hex Blast variants. Like one plays with the Scavenger, pretty much all Hex Blast builds are gonna do just fine with flossing. Hex Blast just does a ton of damage. Yeah, they're all mine setups. It works best that way just because of the way that the skill works, because it removes the hex and then so when you throw out the mines it hits like multiple times. You just need something that constantly applies a hex. Preferably multiple hexes. That's why I use Blasphemy support in mine, because it creates the hex aura. But you could use like skitter bots with a profane proxy to apply a curse, and then get some like curse on hit rings. That works the same too. That gives it more of like a machine gun effect, where it's like and each one of those hits, you know, you're doing millions and millions of DPS. Like that Bog Shaman one I have, it's up to like 120 million DPS. Pretty much just annihilates everything. And once I get Withered stacks on, if I got like 15 Withered stacks, it'd do like over 200 million or something. Something crazy. So it can like phase most of the bosses. And then the other thing really cool about Hex Blast is it chills and shocks, I believe. I believe it does both. Right. So the trick with mines is that you need to find something that that detonates fast, and also like Power Siphon's a very good example of this. And you need mine throwing speed. That is the main thing that you want to look for when you have a mine setup. So essentially, you can use any skill for mines. You know, pretty much anything that's got like a projectile on it. You could turn them all into mines, like any spell. And as long as you have mine throwing speed, though, that's the main thing. Because the faster you throw out the mine, it's just like attack speed, essentially, with a weapon. More attacks per second. That's like pretty much what all your damage scales off of, is how many attacks per second you get. If you go into Path of Building, you can like mess around with it and see, you know, how much DPS it's going to do. And if you just boost up your attack speed, you'll see how much your DPS goes up. Where's the entrance? go get this other skill point real quick. I have to like position my cursor where I want this. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to do that with mines for sure. But the cool thing about mines is you can kind of just throw them out in the general direction of where the enemies are, and they'll still hit, especially with Hex Blast. This is what happens when you're running around with no resistances, no defenses, no nothing. It's cool though, because I can just shoot and run, and pretty much I can survive for the most part. I'm just trying to get to the point where I can respec. That's all I really care about right now. I'm not trying to put too much investment into this. Just enough to get by is fine. Oh shit, I almost did it again. Almost blinked right into that group. There we go. We made it. I walked right into that. Stupid. Yeah, you want to do like a herald build. There's also like this in settlers. There's a soul rend. A cultist, I think it is. That thing's pretty much like unkillable and AFK as well. You just sit there and shoot projectiles everywhere. It's pretty badass. I want to say it was Subtractum that had that build, but he quit making content for PoE just very recently, but I'm pretty sure that was one of his last builds that he put together. It's pretty fun. Once you farm up enough currency, then you can start experimenting with those like really weird builds like that. Oh yeah, here I'll link you the build. Hold on, give me a second. Let me get to town real quick and I'll link it to you. It's pretty fun, actually. Let me find it real quick. Here it is. There you go. I don't know how expensive some of that stuff's going to be now just because of how late into the league it is, but yeah, it's a fun build if you can put it together. Oh shit, I can go do the second ascendancy too. Yeah, dude, it's crazy to think the PoE 2 expansion is only like a week away. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Or at least we'll find out. We will find out what's on deck for the new expansion very soon next week. I think they're doing their live stream on the 27th. I'm hoping that we get like some sort of timeline for 3.26 too. I think they said June. But hopefully we'll get some sort of announcement. I think that they really underestimated the audience that PoE1 had. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Sick. Yeah, there you go. Oh, shit. Man, these doors always be trying to kill me. It's crazy. Because it's saying, so I got some gear room, but it never joins. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's people get real intimidated by this game for some reason. I mean, I get it. I when I first tried it, like the very first time I tried it, I didn't get it. I did not understand the game. There's a lot of complexity. But I like it now. You know, I like the complexity of it now. I understand how some people get very intimidated by it, though. What's really crazy to me is the people that play PoE 2 that still think that this game is complex. They just don't understand the systems in the game. Because PoE 2 and PoE 1, they're pretty similar. It's just crafting, essentially. And they have less, like, endgame mechanics than PoE 2. Yeah, see? I saw the skill tree and I was like, holy shit. I was like, damn, I'm never going to figure this out. That was my second. The second ascendancy. Yeah, I mean, once you realize though, like, what I didn't understand was like, I thought that that was the whole skill tree for all characters, right? I know it is, right? But every class starts at a certain point on the tree, and if that was explained to me, it wouldn't have been so overwhelming. It's just basically like, it's just like all classes skill trees are just put on one skill tree is basically what it is, and then whatever class you pick determines where you start. So it's not as overwhelming when you look at it like that. Then you just realize that it's split up by, you know, statistic, main stats. So ints on one side, dex on the other, strength on one, you know. That hit hard. Woo! That was close, man. I almost died right there. Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be fucking nuts, right? If you had to complete the whole tree. Oh, man. That would be crazy. Right, I think we can switch over to Kinetic now. Or soon. What do I have? I got some gems. Oh shit, you know what I didn't do last time? I didn't even pick this. Nice, I needed that anyway. You ever played the Summon Holy Relic of Conviction build? Or seen it? It's pretty fun. You just get these little minions that follow you around. They're these little holy relics, and when you hit with an attack, they shoot out a, yeah, it's the one that fills the whole screen. It looks fucking nuts. That's what I wanted to do. I need that in my life. I only need 3 more levels. The large AoE, you told me. Yeah. That's the one I was telling you about yesterday. Watch, I'll show you right now. In like 3 levels, I'll be able to put that wand on, and I'll be able to show it to you. I just won't have the shield set up until 10 more levels, but we'll get this level at least. And I'll respec over, which is kind of going to be a pain, but we'll do it right now. Take a little bit of time to respec, but should level relatively quickly. Yeah, because we're only 1 level above the area. I hate this little toxic sewer though because of all the chaos damage in it. And I have like no chaos resistance. In fact, I think I have negative chaos resistance. I always stand in the degens too. I can never see them. I'm so excited to play the Druid in Path of Exile 2. You have no idea. That's like my main character in all RPGs is Druid. Like even when I used to play text-based RPGs, like way back in the day before the internet was really a thing, I used to play text-based games. Druid was always my main. Any kind of Druid class. Nature magic. So I am very pumped for that. And I have a feeling that they're going to do the announcement and they're going to say, you know what, the Druid is not ready. We're just giving you the Huntress. But I'm going to try to stay optimistic. I really hope that is not the case. Because they did say that the Druid and Huntress were ready. They said it. They said they were basically ready. They just needed a tiny bit of fine-tuning. it is. Come on. Come on. Yes, made it. Man, this headhunter is a fucking lifesaver. Jesus. Yeah, I'm saying, that's what I'm thinking too. Projectiles can bounce off of the environment, but they can't clash, I don't think. Man, if they put the druid in, I am going to be so fucking pumped, dude. I cannot wait for the druid. Can't wait for it. It looks so good. And just thinking of all the stuff that they can do with that, with all the skills, I mean, man, that shit'll be cool. Tornado, all that stuff. I can't wait. I wonder, okay, so shape-shifting is obviously going to be the thing, right? But I'm wondering if druids will only be able to shape-shift, right? Because they're obviously going to add shape-shifting skills into the game. So I'm curious to know if other classes will be able to shape-shift now. Because that seems to be nice. Hell yeah. It happens, you know? You get it done when you get it done. That's why you're allowed to just go back into the fight, so you can learn, especially in the campaign. That's why you don't have 6 portals for the boss fight in the campaign. You just do it an unlimited amount of times. Don't feel bad. Sometimes the last Kataba fight, I die like 15 times and then just keep running back in because the build doesn't have any gear, and I'm just trying to rush through it. Pretty much just one more level I gotta get. I'll be able to do the swap. Nice. Hell yeah. I don't even want to put that skill point in. As soon as we get the next level, we're going to do the swap. Damn, why do I always walk right past the Gemling Legionnaires? Where are they? I always walk right past them. I don't get it. They're probably right here. Yep. The one thing that I really wish that they wouldn't have done in PoE 2 is made it so WASD dependent. Like, I don't mind playing with the controller, but I cannot stand playing with WASD with this game. Because you got to imagine, right? Like, look how many skills are on my skill bar on like a fully built build, right? Like, they're not all one button builds, right? I have like a curse to apply, a movement skill, this, that, right? And the other thing, I'm constantly switching stuff around. Also, when you have to use WASD, that's occupying 4 buttons. So it's like, that's just an extra 4 buttons that you have to press. Very, very annoying. And I really wish that they wouldn't have done that. I try to just play point with click, but it doesn't really feel as good. So I'll just play with the controller, I guess. I just really wish that they would not have done that. It's funny though, because a lot of people, like, I don't know. I can't tell if they're just being like, if they're being authentic or not, but so many people, just every decision that Grinding Gear Games makes, they just defend them to the death. It's pretty wild, actually. But I get it. I mean, the studio's got a lot of support, obviously. But they're still fallible. I mean, they can make mistakes. And it's okay to call that out when that happens. A lot of people really enjoy WASD though, so I guess like a lot of people like playing those like survival games, or maybe they play like first-person shooters or whatever. I'm just not a fan of it, especially in a game where you have so many buttons that you're eventually going to need to press. Like once you have a good build, it's annoying. Especially like once they start adding, I think they're gonna see the problem with it is once they start adding like all the other skills and stuff. And more mechanics to the game, you're going to start seeing an issue with it. I like the movement in this game. They need to just give us traversal skills in PoE 2 is what they need to do. They need to give us Frost Blink or something. Dash, Flame Dash, something. There we go, we got it. Alright. We're on now. Let's go swap it out. See what's up with this build, huh? Yeah, I am. I haven't played any first-person shooters in a long time. So maybe I'm just not used to it. Whoops. Alright, let's switch this out real quick. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? gonna do the big respec right now. Why did I keep doing it? I moved him for a reason. Oh shit. Damn, this still hasn't sold yet? What the fuck? Holy shit. How is this not sold yet? I'll just sell them for chaos. Screw it. Oh, that's why. Okay, that makes more sense. Damn it, only 86 chaos now? Yeah, that's wild. Okay. We need orbs of regret. I only have 37 of them. Let's get... At least I didn't have to do this at level 90, huh? Okay, now we can get some mana leech, huh? see. Hold on. Oh, I need to get, you know what I forgot to get? Returning projectiles. That's going to be the one that does it. Yeah, see? And the reason why it looks so crazy is because they have the MTX on there. Do regret orbs cost more here? Yeah, at least yellow. Oh, yeah. No, they cost, regret orbs are only 2 chaos per, or 2 regrets per 1 chaos, so half a chaos each. Let's see what I got here as far as the chest piece, because I don't even need the share endurance. 290 to max life. Where is my lightning coil? No, I don't need that one. Oh, this is it right here. No, plus 160 to dexter requirement. Nope. Damn, dude, where the I could have sworn that I had the one that you get I forget what the deck stacking armor is. I know fractal thoughts. I don't even have that yet. Okay, so let's see what else. What else do we need here? Oh, tornado and spell slinger. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we get tornado and spell slinger in there. Hey, you want these, Juicy, you want these gems or what? These Bama gems? What the fuck? Oh, shit. Oh, gee, that looks so crazy. It looks even crazier. Dude, I'm gonna have to get the yeah, you can have. I'm gonna have to get the MTX for this because it looks even crazier when you have it. I gotta throw GGG some more money. What's your in-game name? I need to get some motherfucking I didn't even have spell slinger up. That's crazy as fuck. That shit looks so fucking nuts. Wow, that looks crazy. It doesn't really do much damage right now because I don't have any decks. I gotta stack the decks up, but... Go to your hideout. There you go, have fun. For sure. Let's see, I gotta find the one with nothing. What is the armor that you use for deck stacking? I cannot remember. Oh, brisk wrap, that's what it is. Okay. Brisk wrap. Why do I not have one of these? Okay, there we go. Damn, where's your stash at? I gotta go to my hideout. I can't find your stash. Yeah, kinetic blast. That's the one I'm going for. I mean, it's like one of the highest. It does like 1.2 billion DPS. The build that I'm looking at right now is absolutely busted. It's insane. It has like 60 million DPS per bolt, or yeah, per blast, and it hits 200 times on the screen. So it just destroys everything. I'm gonna try to chromatic this real quick, so I can at least get automation on here. Let's just do 3 blues. 3 blues. There we go. Holy shit. Damn, that's too many blues. What the fuck? All of a sudden you want to give me all those blue sockets, huh? We need to automate phase run, and then yeah, it's absolutely busted, absolutely busted. Yeah, and a juice T17 would be absolutely fucking nuts. Okay, so at least we have a little bit more armor. Oh shit, I should have qualityed this up. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Okay, I gotta get shield charge in there too. Do I have any ones for... Okay. So I got Spell Slinger. Okay. Wow. That looks bananas, huh? Let's see. This is what I want to look at. Okay, this is the one that everybody has. We'll test it out. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I don't know if my portal would have still been up, but... What? Oh man, that shit is wild. Look at that. Look at that thing go. Oh man, I'm gonna take out this Herald of Agony. I don't need that shit anymore. We're not poisoning shit. Take that off. Man, that looks wild, huh? Then once I get this Fractal Thoughts helmet, this shit's even gonna be more busted. It's crazy. I'm just gonna stack, yeah, it's wild stuff. Look at that shit. Once I get a couple more levels, I can put the Fractal Thoughts helmet on, which is just going to give me an extra percentage of damage per dexterity, and then the whole point is just dex stacking after that. Which is good because I run a lot of heist anyway, so I can finally farm for my helical ring. And then on top of that, I'll be able to add 3 more links in 10 levels, which is going to be absolutely fucking nuts. Alright, let's see what it looks like on a boss, huh? Oh shit. I shouldn't have sat there and took that. It doesn't do that much damage yet, but... does enough. Damn it, dude, that fucking degen beam. Yeah, I mean at this, like with that, you're just casting it basically one time and just walking through the rest of the map. Once this gets scaled up though, it's gonna be absolutely busted. I need to get 2 more levels essentially, and then I'll be able to at least get the Fractal Thoughts. Oh, the other thing I need too is I forgot. I need to get Unnatural Instinct. That's gonna give me like another few hundred DPS. Okay, and then I also need to get Mage Bane. Why are we stacking mana? Hold on. Where is he getting the mana at? Let's see. Oh, and I also need to get the I need to get the timeless jewel too. Okay. I think I already have an unnatural instinct in my stash, if I'm not mistaken. If not, I can trade for one. Yeah, it does plenty of damage. How is this? How do I only have the, that's crazy. I could have sworn I had an unnatural instinct. What am I tripping on right now? Why did I think I had that? Yeah, I don't even know what 0.4 is right now. Price always changes. It's at 160. It's been actually been kind of stable the last couple of days. 164 chaos per divine. There we go. Nice. This is one of the coolest gems in the game, I think. This unnatural instinct. The ones that you have path towards the gem do nothing, and then the rest, you get the rest of the passives in the little circle. And then once my gems get leveled up too, it's going to be even more busted. Oh man, this shit is fucking wild. Just the supply of divine. It's just like the regular economy, supply and demand, essentially. That's why the that's why the PoE2 market is so fucked up, is because nobody wants to use exalted orbs anymore. Because it's just a fucking waste. There's like no crafting, which is why every divine is worth like 800 exalts now. There's not really crafting in PoE 2. In PoE 1, you use chaos orbs for a lot of different crafting stuff, you know? For your maps, for all that stuff. Anything that you need to just like re-roll randomly, use chaos orbs. That was with, I forgot, that was with a level 1 gem too. So once this gem gets leveled up, we're going to be doing some damage. I should quality this gem up. I wonder what the quality gives on it. Kinetic, oh, it creates an additional explosion. Okay. Huh. And then what else? Projectile speed, attack damage. Cool. Well, at least we know we're set up. So that's so wild, man. That this fucking looks insane. I want to buy the MTX for it too, just because it looks fucking so cool. We're gonna need extra area of effects so they overlap too. But I think you get that from the Ascendancy if I'm not mistaken. Let me see what else you get from it. So you gain Rage after spending 200 mana, and then, okay, 1 maximum mana per dexterity. That's where, okay, that's where it's coming from. Alright, Juicy, I'm out for the night. I gotta get up early for work, so I will be back on tomorrow. Yeah, it's pre-gem leveling. It's just annihilating shit. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I'll be back on tomorrow, though. So, y'all have a good night. Peace.